Shopping for a camera is a very fun, thrilling experience, but it can also feel daunting due to the fact that there are so many brands and models to choose from. We've scrounged the market for the finest models available, so today we're going to present you 5 of the best cameras for photography you can find in 2020. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Without any further ado, let's get straight into it. People who are out on the market cherry-picking for quality cameras for photography might want to check out what Olympus OMD EM10 has to offer. It's packed with top-shelf features and bleeding-edge technologies, and what makes it different from similarly priced models is that it's simpler while being equally powerful and versatile. Olympus OMD EM10 is the third iteration of the series, bringing plenty of improvements to the table. In comparison to its predecessor, EM10 Mark II, it features upgraded continuous speed by 0.1 frames per second and improved video shooting capabilities. MK2 could only reach Full HD while MK3 is 4K ready. It sports 16 megapixels complemented with a live MOS sensor, as well as the exquisite TruePic 8 processor. Suffice to say, most budget models can't even come close in terms of image quality and stabilization. To top it all, it is remarkably small and practically weightless. It weighs barely a pound, and its petite frame makes it a perfect companion for traveling photographers and hobbyists, while its robust performance puts it among the prime spots in our review. It sports a tilting monitor packed with a brightly lit LCD display that offers convenience in pretty much any environment, regardless of the quality of lighting. Although there are tons of features and selectable settings on board, the outline of buttons is very intuitive. As far as specs go, it sports micro 4x3 lens mount, a supersonic wave filter for dust reduction, and a built-in 5-axis sensor shift image stabilization technology. Judging by its performance alone, the Olympus OMD EM10 Mark III threads in the shadows of boutique models such as Fujifilm's X-T130, Nikon's Z6, and Canon's EOS 5D. However, what goes to show its quality in full light is the fact that it offers similar benefits at a drastically lower price. Next up at position 4 is Fujifilm's X-T30 camera. This brand is among industry leaders within the world of top-shelf cameras and camera gear, and X-T30 is a true representative of their quality. At first glance, the X-T30 looks sleek and compact. It was obviously built with convenience in mind, but its small frame might deceive you. It's an absolute beast when it comes to performance. It's packed with ACS-C, X-Trans CMOS 4-inch sensor, sports 26 million effective pixels, and a remarkably easy-to-use 3-inch LCD monitor. The X-T30 is our best value pick for a plethora of reasons. First of all, it sports superb build quality and rocks astounding customization potential. It's versatile in all possible aspects. The X-T30 is suitable for taking rapid images in both poorly lit and ultra-bright environment, and to top it all, it supports both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity. It's practically weightless, weighing barely 13.5 ounces, and it's among the smallest pocket-sized cameras with mere 5 inches of height. In comparison to the earlier Fujifilm cameras from the infamous X series, this particular model boasts superior processor and upgraded video-centric unit, Eterna Film Simulation. Although it doesn't sport integrated image stabilization tech, its convenient ergonomic design requires no tripod or similar accessories to yield images of perfect quality. Moreover, the X-T30 sports an exceptional autofocus system, which is what makes it better suited for photography than for shooting videos. Even so, it fares pretty well in the performance field as well. You can snap 4K videos with it at 30p by using the oversampled 6K shots downsampled to the 4K. It does require a little bit of extra effort, but it's worth the time. This particular feature sports over-the-top face and eye detection, allowing you to capture portraits and group photos down to the tiniest details with surgical precision. At number 3, we have Nikon's Z6 camera. Nikon is probably the biggest name in the industry, and even people who know next to nothing about cameras and photography have at least heard about some of their flagship models like Keymission 170, A1000, or D500. Cameras that belong to the Z series are almost exclusively mirrorless, even though a later version has been launched, the Z7. Nikon's Z6 is superior to it in several ways. The Z6 sports the sensor resolution of 24.5 million, which is pretty great. However, Z7 has almost twice as much with 45.7 million. What Z6 has that Z7 doesn't is a low-pass filter and 12 frames per second continuous shooting rating, while Z7 only has 9. This beautiful camera is outfitted with a 0.5-inch electronic viewfinder that sports OLED with premium color balance features, as well as 11 manual brightness settings. Furthermore, its eye sensor can automatically switch between viewfinder-based displays and monitor settings, making it a perfect solution for hobbyists, enthusiasts, and professionals. The level of versatility this camera offers is almost unparalleled. It sports a dozen of release modes, including single frame, high-speed continuous, self-timer, and low-speed continuous settings. On top of that, it's highly customizable, as you can boost its performance with various lenses, battery grips, and obviously a myriad of storage improvements. Overall, it's a beautiful compact camera that might fool laymen with its petite appearance. It doesn't cost a small fortune, but it's certainly worth every cent. Our pick for the best DSLR camera is Canon's EOS 5D Mark IV. It's not as light as other cameras in our review, weighing approximately 28.2 ounces, but it's small and compact nevertheless. It rocks an optical viewfinder and a full-frame 30.4 megapixel photo sensor. It's capable of accurately capturing details in rapid fashion. Its predecessor, the Canon 5D Mark IV, had only 22.3 megapixels, so it's pretty safe to say that this model is worlds apart in terms of picture quality. What greatly complements the performance of the 5D Mark IV's sensor is the dual-pixel RAW tech, which allows photographers to finely tune desired areas of sharpness with great ease. On top of that, this camera sports a myriad of onboard features and settings. Even though it's not the easiest camera to use, professionals and enthusiasts alike will greatly benefit from its versatility. Due to the fact that the accuracy of details is improved, default file size is nearly doubled at 67 megabytes. This shouldn't be too much of a problem though, as EOS 5D Mark IV sports a spacious storage. This camera utilizes two processors simultaneously, DIGIC6 and DIGIC6 Plus. The first is mainly used for metering, while the second one handles the AF system. Speaking of which, AF system's adjustable sensitivity can go insanely low, down to -3 EV or -4 EV while in the live view mode. This means that this camera performs exceptionally well in poorly lit environments. This doesn't, however, mean that you can't use it in broad daylight. The display of Canon EOS 5D Mark IV is slightly bigger than average at 3.2 inches. It sports 1,620,000 dots, which basically means that you'll get to spot every little detail you're aiming at. Our final pick, as well as our best overall choice, is Nikon's D850. This is by far the most valuable and most versatile camera you can find on the market, hands down. It comes at a very steep price, so it might not be so perfect for beginners and photography enthusiasts, but it's the finest piece of gear a professional could possibly want. It sports 45.7 megapixels, which casts a long shadow over all of our previous picks in terms of raw strength and performance. Its continuous shooting isn't really exemplary, being at 7 frames per second, but that's still pretty great under normal circumstances. What makes this camera so good for the money is the fact that it's capable of shooting 4K Ultra HD pictures and videos at 3840 by 2160 at 30, 25, and 24p. In terms of features, it comes supplied with a backside illuminated CMOS type sensor and X-Speed 5-image processor. The tilting touchscreen boasts an ergonomic, intuitive design, and all of the features are neatly organized in very visible places. This concludes our presentation of the 5 best camera models for photography in 2020. Each model in this review excels in various fields of performance and qualifies for the title of the best of the best. At the end of the day, it's up to you to decide which camera is the best for you. Each model offers different benefits and is suitable for different types of situations, so browse away and take your pick.